Father, forgive me, I don't know where to start. It's been a year since I last sat in the dark of this booth. I've been carrying a weight that I can't name in parts. So I'll begin at the beginning. I'll begin with the truth. It was an October evening. The radiator ticked. He came home just past 9 with his jacket half undone. And I was at the kitchen counter. Something in the air mixed, something floral and wrong, something not mine under the fluorescent sun. I told myself it was nothing. A colleague brushed past that office buildings are crowded and scarves carry scent. I folded his shirt on the chair, put the dishes to dry, and I watched him scroll his phone with his back to the light. He laughed once at something, turned the screen face down flat, and I handed him tea and I smiled and we talked about nothing, right? Father, I wanna be clear, I said nothing that night. I just lay in the dark, listening to rain on the glass. And there's a version of the story where I never looked, where I kept on ironing his shirts on Sunday morning, set the table, boiled the kettle, read my book, and told myself that silence was just two people resting. But something in the collar wouldn't wash away, something in the small hours wouldn't let me stay asleep. I am kneeling here because I couldn't look away from the thing that crept into our house on quiet feet. Father, I'm not sure what I'm confessing yet, only that I started watching everything, only that the woman standing in that kitchen was already learning how to grieve. November came and the days got their short and gray. I found the charger in the glove box, not one of ours, wrong brand, smaller port, newer model, the kind the younger ones have. I put it back exactly where I found it, hands steady as I could manage. Walked back into Tesco, bought milk and bread, and moved through the afternoon like a woman who hadn't just found a door that was open slightly, quietly opening into another room. There's a particular kind of quiet in a marriage that isn't peace, it's held breath, the kind where you keep refilling the other person's glass and calling it love instead of what it is. I kept the house warm, I kept the towels clean, I kept myself very still. Father, I was already half gone by December, standing at the window watching headlights on the hill. And I wanna say I prayed then, I wanna say I came here then, but the truth is I just waited, watched him come and go, and learned to read the angle of his jaw. The way a man looks when he's carrying a secret, he's elated by the way he whistles slightly off key on a Thursday, the way he bought wine I'd never tasted. Father, I was becoming a detective in my own house, and the case was something I didn't want to solve, because something in the color wouldn't wash away, something in the small hours wouldn't let me stay asleep. I am kneeling here because I couldn't look away from the thing that crept into our house on quiet feet. Father, I'm not sure what I'm confessing yet, only that I started watching everything, only that the woman standing in that kitchen was already learning how to radiator ticks. October comes again, and I'm still in that kitchen, learning how to grieve. Father, it was a Tuesday, just past 8 in the morning. He'd left his phone on the counter by the coffee machine, and I wasn't looking for anything, I want you to believe me. I was reaching past it for my keys when the screen lit clean. A message preview, just a fragment, just enough. Last night wasn't, and then the screen went dark. I stood very still, I could hear the boiler running, I could hear my own blood doing its ordinary work. I poured my coffee, I put on my coat, I drove to work on the ring road in the pale December. I did not cry in the car park like I thought I would. I answered emails, I attended a 9:30 call, I ate a sandwich at my desk and tasted nothing. I came home at 6 and made a bolognese. And Father, I set the table with the good plates, and I smiled and I asked him how his day had been. And that's the part I can't forgive myself for easily. Not the searching, not the finding what was there, but the way I kept performing the whole shape of us, while something in me was already stripped and bare. He called her L, just one initial tucked inside his contacts like a letter in a lining. And I am telling you, Father, it's the smallness of it that sits inside my chest and just keeps shining. Not the big betrayal, not the operatic scene, just a single letter and a darkened screen. Just a Tuesday morning and my hand upon the counter, just the ordinary cruelty of what things mean. I looked, of course I looked, I think you understand. A fortnight into knowing without knowing the name, I waited for a moment when he was in the shower. I held his phone and there she was, Lauren, in the same 6 months of messages threading back to June. Hotel names I recognized on the Dean's Gate tram route. A photograph, I won't describe your father, but I'll say it was the kind that tells you everything and leaves no doubt. There was a wine bar receipt in his winter jacket, 2 glasses of Malbec, 1 dessert the 14th. That was our anniversary week, and I remember he said he was in Sheffield covering the team. I had bought him a card with a lighthouse on the front. I'd written something I won't say inside. Father, the lighthouse was still on the bookshelf when I found the receipt. I left it there, I don't know why. I left it there beside. She works in the same building, or she did at least marketing. He'd mentioned her once in passing, nothing more. Lauren from the 3rd floor. I remember thinking she sounded organized, efficient, unremarkable. And that is the bitter part, the part that bites at 3 a.m. Not that she was extraordinary, not that I was lacking, just that she was there and available and willing. And he was the kind of man who stopped trying to come back. He called her L, just one initial tucked inside his contacts like a letter in a lining. And I am telling you, Father, it's the smallness of it that sits inside my chest and just keeps shining. Not the big betrayal, not the operatic scene, just a single letter and a darkened screen. Just a Tuesday morning and my hand upon the counter, just the ordinary cruelty of what things mean. Just the 14, just a lighthouse on a bookshelf, just me, still standing there. Father, I've been sitting in this booth for 20 minutes now. trying to find the order that the words should go in. 'Cause what I told you in the last 3 songs was true, every word of it, but it was not the whole of it. I told you about the charger in the glove compartment, the receipt, the lighthouse card, the initial L. I told you how he said her name across the kitchen table. I told you everything he did, and told it well. But farther, there are nights I didn't account for. January, a particular kind of cold. A colleague, not from his office, not from our circle. Someone kind and patient, someone I had known. We worked late on a Thursday, the building nearly empty. He made tea, he asked me how I was, and I, for the first time in 3 months, said something true out loud. And he listened, Father. He just sat there and he listened. And I was so hollowed out I couldn't tell you why. I am not asking you to call it understandable. I'm not asking you to weigh it against what Daniel did. I'm just asking you to hear the whole of what I'm carrying, because I came here for the truth and not just half of it. Father, he chose someone else, and in the choosing I became someone I no longer recognize. He walked into a different life, left mine still running, and I crawled into warmth with someone else's arms one night. I am not purely what I seemed in the 3 songs before this. I am not only the wronged woman in the pew. Bitter irony, Father, bitter irony. He chose someone else, and so God help me, did I too. It wasn't love, I wanna be clear about that. It was February and it was 3 times, maybe 4. It was the particular mercy of being held by someone who didn't know what I looked like before. Before I became a woman checking phone screens, before I became a woman sleeping on my side. He didn't know the lighthouse card, he didn't know the Malbec. He only knew the woman sitting there that night. And I've been replaying it since, the irony of it. He accused me of nothing because he didn't know. And I sat at his sentencing, righteous arms folded, while my own small secret sat below. I said, you broke us, you broke everything we built here. I said, I want you out by the end of the month. And Father, I meant every word of it. I meant it fully, but I also meant it from a place that wasn't clean enough. And the house is mine alone, the curtains I picked out, the tap I finally fixed in early March. The bookshelf where the lighthouse card still is, I kept it. I don't know what that means, but there it is. Daniel is with Lauren now, I've heard through mutual people. I imagine they are happy, and I think I almost mean that. But man, from January we don't speak anymore. We understood what it was and left it gracefully. And I am here between all of it, trying to be honest about who I am on the other side of all of this. Father, he chose someone else, and in the choosing I became someone I no longer recognize. He walked into a different life, left mine still running, and I crawled into warmth with someone else's arms one night. I am not purely what I seemed in the 3 songs before this. I am not only the wrong woman in the pew. Bitter irony, Father, bitter irony. He chose someone else, and so God help me, did I too. Forgive him, Father, forgive me too. I came here with his sins, and somewhere near the middle I found mine. The tap is fixed, the curtains are new. I'm still standing in the kitchen, but it's only mine now. Only mine. Only mine. Father, I've been sitting in this booth for 20 minutes now, trying to find the order that the words should go in. Because what I told you in the last 3 songs was true, every word of it, but it was not the whole of it. I told you about the charger in the glove compartment, the receipt, the lighthouse card, the initial L. I told you how he said her name across the kitchen table. I told you everything he did, and told it well. But Father, there are nights I didn't account for. January, a particular kind of cold. A colleague not from his office, not from our circle, someone kind and patient, someone I had known. We worked late on a Thursday, the building nearly empty. He made tea, he asked me how I was, and I, for the first time in 3 months, said something true out loud. And he listened, Father. He just sat there and he listened. And I was so hollowed out I couldn't tell you why. I am not asking you to call it understandable. I'm not asking you to weigh it against what Daniel did. I'm just asking you to hear the whole of what I'm carrying. Because I came here for the truth and not just half of it. Father, he chose someone else, and in the choosing I became someone I no longer recognize. He walked into a different life, left mine still running, and I crawled into warmth with someone else's arms. One night, I am not purely what I seemed in the 3 songs before this. I am not only the wronged woman in the pew. Bitter irony, Father, bitter irony. He chose someone else, and so God help me, did I too. It wasn't love, I wanna be clear about that. It was February and it was 3 times, maybe 4. It was the particular mercy of being held by someone who didn't know what I looked like before. Before I became a woman checking phone screens, before I became a woman sleeping on my side. He didn't know the lighthouse card, he didn't know the Malbec. He only knew the woman sitting there that night. And I've been replaying it since. The irony of it, he accused me of nothing because he didn't know. And I sat at his sentencing, righteous arms folded, while my own small secret sat below. I said, you broke us, you broke everything we built here. I said, I want you out by the end of the month. And Father, I meant every word of it, I meant it fully, but I also meant it from a place that wasn't clean enough. Now the house is mine alone, the curtains I picked out, the tap I finally fixed in early March, the bookshelf where the lighthouse card still is. I kept it, I don't know what that means, but there it is. Daniel is with Lauren now, I've heard through mutual people. I imagine they are happy, and I think I understood what it was and left it gracefully. And I am here between all of it, trying to be honest about who I am on the other side of all of this. Father, he chose someone else, and in the choosing I became someone I no longer recognize. He walked into a different life, left mine still running, and I crawled into warmth with someone else's arms one night. I am not purely what I seemed in the 3 songs before this. I am not only the wronged woman in the pew,